In today's episode, a question asked by a number of people, actually, typically as part of the input process for when they're looking at doing a data science project with my company, Trust Insights. The question is, how do you know that you're ready for data science or machine learning or artificial intelligence? And there are a number of answers to this. To start, there are the classical measures of readiness. Certainly on the vendor side, IBM pioneered what's called the BANT framework back in the 60s, which is budget, authority, need, time frame. Do you have budget? Do you have the authority to make decisions? Do you have a defined need, and do you have a defined time frame? But that's more for like specific projects. Though the need part is important. Is do you have an actual need? Do you have a problem that you need to solve? The bigger issues, the bigger questions to answer are one, do you have the data infrastructure for such a project? Do you have a strategic outcome that you want? And most importantly are two attributes, I think two personality attributes of you and of your executive team and all that stuff. Number one, are you curious? Do you want to know the answer? In a lot of companies, there are people who are incurious, who are like, just get me something that tells me this answer. Some of the worst abuses I've seen of this are in market research, where someone will commission a market research firm to say, get me a survey, get me findings that reflect the answer that I want. That is the height of incuriosity. It is unethical. In cases, it may be illegal. And it is clear that that attitude is one in which you're not ready for data science, you're not ready for machine learning, you're not ready for artificial intelligence, because what you will create will at best be garbage, and at worst be actively dangerous to your company. If you have an answer that you want to get, like I want you to tell me that it's going to be 8% growth for the next 5 years. It's not how that works. So being curious, being legitimately curious, I want to know the answer to this question. What will the growth be over the next 5 years? What could we do to be more profitable? What would deliver a better health outcome? All these questions that are open-ended that say, I would like to know the answer to this. Curiosity is so important. And the second attribute of a company that is ready for data science, ready for machine learning, ready for artificial intelligence is you have to be comfortable with two kinds of answers. I don't know. And an answer that you don't like. The second one, an answer you don't like, is also a common thing that market research firms look for in clients. My friend Tom Webster at Edison Research says this is, you have to be comfortable with an answer that wasn't what you wanted. Right? So you may commission us today, but you may like, I would like this to say X. You don't insist on it, but you like to say, and then it comes back saying completely the opposite, and you're like, ooh. That's awkward. And so being able to be comfortable with that, an answer you don't like. My friend Ann Handley calls it being comfortable with being uncomfortable. You get an uncomfortable answer back, and you're like, okay. How can we interpret this, or how can we make use of this and still get value out of this answer? The other answer that's an important one is, I don't know. You may get back an answer that may be the equivalent of, I don't know, or there may not be a there. Say you commission an attribution analysis of your marketing, and what comes back is it's not clear. It's not clear what the answer is. And there can be a number of reasons for that. Dirty data, incomplete data, biased data. There may be something in the ingredients that is wrong enough that any answer you get is going to be statistically insignificant or statistically wrong. And thus, the answer will be, I don't know. I don't know what the answer to your question is, because things went wrong in the precursors that essentially created a flawed answer. An ethical data science firm, an ethical machine learning firm, an ethical artificial intelligence firm, or a practitioner, if you're working with a person, should be upfront. You're going to get an answer you don't like. Sometimes that's going to happen. You're going to get an answer that's unclear. You're going to get no answer at all sometimes. Or you're going to get an answer like, well, I could have guessed that. Well, yeah, of course you could have guessed that. It's your data. You should have some sense of what's in your data already. It may not be statistically significant. It may not be correct. but you have a general feeling because you know your business probably better than any practitioner, unless they've worked at your company for a number of years. You know your business, and you know the human side of the business, the non-quantifiable part of the business. And so answers like, I don't know, or I already knew that, or this is the answer that you weren't expecting. You've got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable with those kinds of answers. So those are the meta attributes, the bigger picture attributes that you look for in yourself, in your company, in your colleagues, and in your vendors to identify whether or not you are ready for a data science initiative of some kind. As always, if you have comments or questions, please leave them below and subscribe to the YouTube channel and the newsletter. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Want help solving your company's data analytics and digital marketing problems? Visit trustinsights.ai today and let us know how we can help you.